Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Let me go and turn this down. What's going on, y'all? How you guys feeling? Let's go ahead and get started. Really quick, we got 5 minutes here before the beginning of the hour, and just a couple of things that we should take note of. On the S&P, we're kind of in an interesting zone here, really across the board for the indices and for even the dollar pairs. We're kind of in like a middle ground right now where it's more so like waiting to see which draw price is going to take out first. So like, for example, let me let them in. For example, here on the S&P, let me turn regular trading hours off quickly. But if we jump up here to the daily and we're looking for a draw on liquidity, you know, right now we are in a daily order block. So the only thing that's really going to hold this up and give it any sort of support is going to be this daily order block right now. Now, it has pushed through pretty convincingly through 50% of that order block already. So to me, it's looking like it's wanting to make a draw on these lows and take out this gap here on the 4 hour, but realistically possibly even drawing to this low to fill in this daily gap. Let's see if this is a gap on the weekly as well. It's not a gap on the weekly, so the gap on the weekly has been filled, but it is a gap on the daily. So this could be a draw. This looks like an even more enticing draw if we're going to find support in here, just because we've got some equal lows stacked up. This low took out this previous one, so therefore this is high resistance liquidity. This is low resistance liquidity. But yeah, if this order block doesn't hold, and it's like I said, it's looking like it probably won't because we've already pushed through the 50% and holding, that we could be looking to draw here. However, with that being said, going back out here to the 1 hour, let's reset this. Couple things to note as well. I guess in that same line of thinking, if we just go back and look at all these new week opening gaps, this is where we ended up bouncing yesterday. This is the 4 hour chart. So we bounced here yesterday, and this little up candle is where we were trying to get long during PM session. And then, we got 3 ticks from TP1, and then we removed our risk because we took out the equal highs, and then ended up obviously just selling off. And it was a good thing that we protected ourselves. Otherwise, that would have been a stop loss hit. But yeah, we are below these new week opening gaps. This is another reason that I'm more so bearish than anything, but I do understand where we're at on the daily, and if there is any sort of support formed, why it would be formed there. So just wanted to cover that really quickly, and then let's go back to our main chart here. The only other thing to be aware of, guys, is if you go to this regular trading hours, we do still have this opening range gap. We only filled in about 50% of it yesterday, the one from yesterday, and then we obviously have a big one again today. So I'm also thinking that, if we identify that we're in a choppy, rangy market, probably like the first 15 minutes of the hour, I'm going to just elect to say that we just sit out. We don't try to take any trades. If we're seeing that we're getting a market like we got yesterday morning, we're probably just going to be better off just chilling, taking the morning off, maybe seeing what PM session brings. Obviously, we have FOMC meeting minutes. I got to go refresh this. I went back and I was kind of like back testing it. And it's kind of iffy just because previous FOMC on April 12th, we had CPI same day. So you can't really get an accurate gauge on. I was just looking at how price was moving prior to FOMC meeting minutes that day, and we had CPI that day, so obviously it moved a lot. But yeah, we have Secretary speaking 5 minutes into the hour, so I kind of want to just, let's see what that gives us. But yeah, if we're just in a rangy, choppy market, I don't think it's in our best interest to force anything, and we can wait and see if FOMC brings us anything that's a little more clear. Obviously, we'll see. Again, if it's hectic and chaotic, there's no point in us trying to force something. But just giving you my overall thought process this morning is, yes, we could see a draw lower. Totally open to that, but just know that we do have these, opening gap still up here, which they don't need to be filled in right now or today even. But I think it's definitely worth noting nonetheless. We are in the 9 o'clock hour. Let's go ahead and do this though. Let's mark up. Let's treat it like normal. So let's mark this low. We didn't take this low just yet, but we've tapped it. So this to me isn't a liquidity sweep. This is just like creating a relatively equal high, because you gotta think, and I've went over this before, but you gotta picture your mind like, again, if you were a retail trader and you were using this, I gotta jump back up here. If you were using this low as your support, your stop loss is on the other side of the support, and if you're a breakout trader, your buy stop is, again, you know, probably a couple points below. So therefore, when you get like one little tick past it, no buy stops were triggered in. No stop losses were most likely hit. Some stop losses might have been hit, but buy stop or sell stops most likely were not hit. So to me, this is just like a shallow little, pretty much nothing. It's just an equal low for me. But when you get a little bit more of a convincing run through a low or a high, that's when a liquidity sweep actually is taking place. So hopefully that clears up maybe that a little bit of technical stuff for someone. But yeah, now we're at 9 o'clock, so let's see what we get. Let's keep an eye on these time frames. I really don't want to see any pullback into here at all. I want to leave this gap completely open if it can. Maybe make a nice little strong bullish push above this high. I feel a lot better about this gap if that will be the case. I believe our stop loss will not be anything egregious, so we should be good on that. It'll be more so like a light risk trade again, just by default if you're using a fixed lot size. Yeah, so that's perfect. 3 and a quarter if we end up getting this entry. Targeting 5 handles for TP1. I would say we definitely got we got over 10 handles to get to that order block in that 15-minute gap. So I'm gonna get long guys in this gap if we pull back one more time. I see it tapped it just ever so gently. It didn't really pull back into it at all. And this is a 13 handle stop loss. So okay, good. Or not 13 handle, 13 tick. A little over 3 handles. That'll be some BS if that's all it does. I like this TP1 because it brings us right up to these wicks. TP2 will be 10 handles. Might as well just do that. And then we'll look to TP3 in here and then hold for a runner, possibly into that gap. I can set a limit now. Let's go 41, 21, 75. Boom. Buy limit set. All right, great. So I'm risking a little less than 0.5% on this account. I'm just going to market execute on my MetaTrader with my fixed lot size, which is set for 5 handles. So this will be a little bit lighter risk trade as well. But it'll all pan out the same for TP1 being 5 handles, TP2 being 10 handles. I mean, at 10 handles, we're over a 1 to 2. Actually, we're over a 1 to 3 for this trade. But yeah, as of right now, we've bounced off that implied fair value gap. But don't count us out just yet. Oh, I got triggered in. My chart lagged there for a second. All right, guys, we're in it to win it. Let's delete this line. We don't need it anymore. Hey, glad we waited. It's a good thing, regardless of how this plays out, because if it loses, we made it a lighter risk trade, and if it wins, well, we got a better entry. I'll take it. No jinxies. Get going. Get out of here. I want to see your face around here again. Get going. Oh, I'm going to get ready to partial. I sniped that entry on MetaTrader. I saw that this triggered in. I just... Get going. That was quick. That was quick. Don't you fucking dare. I'm going to remove risk. Why not? I'm not letting this turn into a loser at this point. Boom, TP1 hit. Partialed. I'm going to leave this, guys. I'm gonna hold it for TP2. TP1 hit. Awesome, guys. Good work. Yep, so risk-free. Partialed on MetaTrader. Didn't do anything with this, though. I'm just going to let it rip to TP2. Actually, oh yeah, I'm going to let it rip to TP2. I want to get 1% out of this trade. On Top Step. I need to be... I've decided I need to be a little bit more aggressive with it. I am in profit on the account. Right now I'm up about a little over 0.5% in my account balance. That's if I close this trade right here. I'm just gonna let it run. If it stops me out of break even, I'll just be right here at $360 in profit on it, which is a good thing considering how I started off trading this damn account. But let me know if you guys caught that. I know it was quick. It came down fast. I know I was kind of bopping around the 8-cap chart and this chart at the same time. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys caught it. We in. Yeah, protect yourself, guys. Don't take a loss at this point if you haven't. Yeah, we did run this high. Hopefully we don't see a push down. I like this the way that these candles form. We got our entry and it just ripped right to TP. There isn't a gap in here. We could see one more pull back down to like 50% of this mean threshold, I guess, of this. This could end up being like considered an order block. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm talking too much. Got stopped. I'm still in. Scaring you? Yeah, for some reason I feel like more emotionally connected to this account than I do right. Yeah, out. I just hovered my I was hovering my thumb over my MT4 or MT5 and then I just closed it. Gave like $20 back. $50 back actually. It's all good. Made some money on the trade. Damn! Profit on FOMC days, profit. I agree. Let's see how this reacts. The only bad thing would be if it just, filled the rest of this gap and turns around and goes the rest of the way. If it does that, oh well. We don't want to be emotional. I'm okay missing out on anything that, if any more upside comes from this, I'm okay missing out on it. Because I would feel much worse about taking a loss after seeing price continue lower to take out those lows and then getting to that. I don't think I have it extended. Let me go extend it quick. But realistically, very well could see this today, especially with FOMC. So yeah, I don't know. I'm okay missing out on a little bit extra. Would have been nice, but feel a lot better about taking a base hit, taking our single, stacking that small little win. Versus checking back later and seeing, oh yeah, we took a loss and price went right where we thought it was going to go. But this also isn't really an area where I wanted to get short either, which we know we wanted to see us getting short up in here. But even if we mark up the from New York midnight to now, so New York midnight is 11 p.m. for me. But we'll just go from this high because New York midnight was right here, went up a little bit, sold off. So here's the high of the day so far. And if we just kind of mark this out, we know the equilibrium is up in here. So as far as shorts go, you'd have already been wanting to get short over London or very early pre-New York session, like right here at 7:15 a.m. Central. Which is kind of what we were going for. We were going for a little retracement back up into here. And then if we wanted to get short during PM session, we could have given ourselves that opportunity. That's kind of what I was hoping for. That's what I was banking on in my head with this trade setup. But yeah, we got good work, guys. We took a TP1. We saved ourselves from a loss. So hopefully that makes sense. But either way, we did everything right. Did everything right. The only other thing would have been obviously getting short, but that's after a 45-point sell-off. Doesn't make sense, especially once we're sweeping sell side. We got a winning trade, TP1 and done, unfortunately. But we'll be happy with our base hit and just stack the winner. Simply put, ate up a little bit of our losses from yesterday after a 3-day win streak where we hit all like 3 take profits on every trade. So yeah, nothing to be mad at, but appreciate y'all. If you have questions, reach out. Otherwise, I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord if I'm gonna trade the PM session or not. But I'm gonna say right now I'm probably like 60-40, 60% that I'm not because of FOMC, and that 40% is gonna be contingent on what price is doing before and during that event. So I'll leave it there, y'all. If you need me, reach out. Otherwise, have an amazing Wednesday. And I will see you guys on the session tomorrow morning. All right? Peace out, y'all.